welcome to the second of our ONS data debates. We're here today in Nottingham asking members of the University of the Third Age their thoughts on sharing data in the modern world, and we're excited to hear what they've got to say. In today's digital world, we share information about ourselves all the time, when we're signing up to newsletters, downloading new apps, or accessing public services. At the ONS, we collect and process data to create official statistics, so it's important we understand how people feel about sharing their data. Here's what our guests had to say. Do you feel confident sharing your data?
Generally, I'd feel a lot more comfortable sharing my data with a government body, with the ONS, with anything that came up that I felt was a trustworthy source.
Trust is the key thing.
The ones I trust. The ones I don't. There are still too many companies selling on my information. I might get part way through putting my data in and then think, no.
It's a balance, really. It's sort of a bit of a trade-off. You get certain things for sharing your information.
I don't think most of us have got enough opportunities to properly share our views. Anything that helps the government get clear information and decide where to go for the best of society, I'm all in favour of.
Do you ever think twice about sharing your data?
No, I answer quite a few questionnaires from marketing companies, so that's fine.
Yes, pretty much on every occasion.
Definitely.
Is it fair for companies to ask for your data?
It's fair to ask, and it's also fair for me to say no.
As long as I am able to say no to those companies that I don't trust, then it's fine, they can ask.
I think they sometimes collect more than, strictly speaking, they need, probably because it's got commercial uses to them.
If I'm asking for something to be delivered to me, they will need my address. But do they really need my date of birth?
And is that information something which has a time limit?
And do you think data can be used for the greater good?
Yes, I think it can, if it's used responsibly.
Overall, yes, definitely. We live in a complex society. We can't possibly plan or prepare for the future for delivery of services without really good quality data. It's absolutely essential, and it's really important that it's collected in the right way, analysed in the right way, and shared in the right way.
It's got a bad name at the moment. Actually, without the use of data, we would not be able to survive as an individual or as a country. There's so much that I benefit from just by use of data.
There are so many things where I don't think we do enough analysing it, linking it even. I think there are so many areas where we should be doing a lot more.
Is there anything that you think would make you feel safer when sharing data?
If it was possible in some way to make my personal data anonymous.
I think it's important for organisations to have a good reputation and show the benefit of what they're doing.
I do think that older people tend to be a little bit more trusting, and I think that's very much a generational thing. I think we're still quite trusting of institutions in the way younger people aren't. You have to read such a lot of small print to really know what they might use it for, and most of us just don't have time to read those things.
I've just now decided that I'm going to accept it because I don't have time to not accept it.
Thanks to everyone at the University of the Third Age who took part. But the debate doesn't end here. We need to keep the conversation going and hear more people's opinions about data. If you want to find out more, visit the ONS website.